There is a kingdom in Africa. Well, there are many. But this is a kingdom ruled by the oldest dynasty in the world, the Alauite dynasty. This is the kingdom of Morocco. And today I'm going to do my best to try and explain why King Mohammed VI and his Morocco matter, not just to the 38 million Moroccans, but to every African watching.
He's not just a king, he's a symbol, a father figure. And in Morocco, he's deeply loved. But why does King Mohammed VI inspire such loyalty? Mohammed VI changed everything. No royal walls, no distance, just a modern man who walks with his people, listens, and shows up where it matters most. Under his rule, Morocco launched Africa's first high-speed train, built solar cities, and connected mountains to coasts. A vision turned real. As commander of the faithful, he protects Islam, but also Morocco's Jewish and Christian heritage. In a divided world, he chooses balance. For many, he's not just the king. He's their king, raised with him, growing with him. His pain is their pain, his success, their pride. Respected globally, trusted at home, through calm and crisis, King Mohammed VI remains the heart of Morocco. A king like no other. Do you think more leaders should be this close to their people? Long live the king, Allah, al-Watan, al-Malik.
Morocco, a kingdom with its own history of resisting foreign domination. 60 years ago, Africa's founding fathers dreamed of a United States of Africa. Today, that dream is deferred, but not dead.
Will Africa ever rise as one voice the world cannot ignore? For decades, unity has been a dream spoken in whispers, passed down like a secret hope. Yet time and time again, that dream slipped away.
To put it in one simple word, of course, the Casablanca group included the fighting forces in Algeria, the FLN, which the other African states refused to recognize. Of course, Nasser had to be in it. Of course, Nkrumah, of course, Sékou Touré, Tunisia, and of course, Mohammed V in Morocco, who had just waged serious war to get independence away from the French.
Tag the African Union. Demand real solidarity. The time for empty slogans is over. The time for action is now.
Not as 54 separate nations, each fighting its own battles, but as a single voice the world cannot ignore. It's a question that has lingered in the background of history for decades. A dream whispered around fires, repeated in speeches, passed down like an heirloom from one generation to the next. Unity, strength, a continent rising together instead of falling apart.
Africa, a continent of unmatched potential, yet fractured by borders drawn in foreign capitals. For decades, we've waited for true unity. Now, in a stunning act of solidarity, Morocco has stepped forward, offering the Sahel nations not just hope, but a lifeline.
الواجهة الأطلسية الإفريقية تعاني من خصاص ملموس في البنيات التحتية والاستثمارات رغم مستوى مؤهلاتها البشرية ووفرة مواردها الطبيعية. ومن هذا المنطلق نعمل مع أشقائنا في إفريقيا ومع كل شركائنا على إيجاد إجابات عملية وناجعة لها في إطار التعاون الدولي.
The King of Morocco extended what no one else had dared to give the Sahel: unconditional access to his country's Atlantic ports. Think about the weight of that. For nations locked away from the ocean, cut off from global markets, port access is not just an agreement. It is freedom. It is the difference between suffocating isolation and a lifeline to the world. And Morocco gave it freely. No hidden agenda, no fine print, no strings attached. And maybe, just maybe, that is exactly what Morocco just set in motion. For generations, Africa has wrestled with division. The scars run deep, But history tells us something else. Every great change begins with a single step, a single hand extended, a single voice that dares to say, enough.
La carte du Maroc. C'est un pays très intéressant. Okay. Bravo. On dit félicitations au Maroc. L'offre marocaine constitue un levier majeur d'intégration sud-sud et un appui concret au développement du capital humain nigérien. Donc c'est bien de voir ces gens d'histoire. Nous allons citer seulement le Sénégal, la Côte d'Ivoire, le Gabon, le Cameroun, le Mali, le Burkina Faso, la Guinée, le Niger, le Ghana, le Nigeria, le Tchad, le Bénin, la Mauritanie, la Gambie. Ils ont fait beaucoup pour les pays africains. Ok? Ils ont fait beaucoup. Pendant ce temps, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé quelques temps plus tard? Le Maroc a offert la sortie vers l'océan. C'est le Maroc qui a offert la sortie.
We are very grateful to the King of Morocco, Mohammed VI. Africa today has the largest population of young people. And for the future, we need to empower these young people through higher education for them to contribute to Africa's development.
In this moment, Morocco has poured water on a seed that has been waiting too long to grow. Perhaps this is not just a dream anymore. Perhaps it is a timeline of a continent choosing to rise together. Rabat, Morocco's capital, a city of ancient walls and modern power. It was here that history took an unexpected turn. On the surface, it looked like just another diplomatic meeting. Foreign ministers from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger sitting across from their Moroccan hosts. Flags neatly arranged, cameras flashing, polished speeches prepared for the press. But beneath the formalities, something far more powerful was taking place. Because in that room, Morocco made a promise not of charity, but of partnership, not of words alone.
Morocco's move proves unity is possible. But will others follow?
Morocco has already set the bar. The question now is, who will follow?
We can do it. We can revive our economy. We can compete well with other nations. We can beat nations like Morocco and others. Yes, we can.
Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, the heart of the Sahel, have been fighting a lonely fight. They are resisting powerful foreign interests. They are rebuilding from coups, chaos, and sanctions. And as they claw their way towards sovereignty, most of their neighbors have turned their backs.
We have a dream, and this dream will become a reality in the very near future. Be united with your African brothers.
A single move that could rewrite Africa's destiny forever. This is not just politics. This is not just economics. This is the story of a king who acted like an undercover CEO, reshaping the game when others stayed silent. This is the moment when Morocco opened its ports to landlocked nations of the Sahel, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and in doing so, gave them more than trade. It gave them dignity. It gave them hope. This is what made the Rabat moment more than a trade deal. It was a declaration, a signal that African unity doesn't have to be an abstract dream. It can be built step by step through real acts of solidarity. Ports may look like infrastructure, docks, cranes, shipping containers, but in this context, they became symbols. Symbols of independence, symbols of hope, symbols of a continent daring to write its own rules. History is rarely written in quiet meetings, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it happens in a room where leaders look each other in the eye and say, "We will stand together." And in Rabat, Morocco, and the Sahel did exactly that, not as charity, not as theater, but as brothers, building a future the world once thought impossible. This was vision, a long game, a decision rooted in history, strategy, and reality.
Under His Majesty's leadership, Morocco has made remarkable strides in infrastructure development and social transformation. I also applaud His Majesty's leadership in promoting the goal of a prosperous and interconnected Africa. For example, the Royal Initiative to facilitate access for Sahel countries to the Atlantic Ocean is highly commendable. Morocco's role in enhancing regional connectivity and trade aligns with Kenya's vision for a united, integrated and thriving continent. Long live the spirit of African solidarity. Long live Morocco. Long live Kenya. Asante sana. Shukran jazilan.
Morocco is starting to show that they can actually handle the challenges while consistently producing progress and output. He snuck the Moroccan dream right there into our minds and made the nation's growth a vision that is something truly appealing to all of those on the outside, both to strict Arabs, Western sensibilities, African and Asian intricacies. Like the strategic understanding of how to apply soft power has really transformed Morocco's profile. It's a remarkable achievement to extend beyond traditional diplomacy.
Morocco didn't just open its ports. It opened a door to possibility. For Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, that meant survival. But for Africa, it meant something far bigger.
This isn't just about shipping goods. It's about breaking chains. A true spirit of brotherhood. Why look at a brother in next door being chalked economically? Not because he did something wrong, but because he is fighting for his freedom. Morocco has proved that while states like Algeria take instruction from the West against the African populations, they do not owe anything to any Western power.
ما فيش بالنسبة لنا احنا ما دام ما فيش تطبيق اتفاق الجزائر مالي تبقى في المشاكل تاعها.
African puppet leaders are quick to criticize coups without exactly showing interest in solving the causes of the coups. Why? Because they know they were installed in power by Western users against the will of their people. Do you even wonder why they win elections with huge margins, yet they move in fortified convoys, even afraid of their very people they claim voted them?
He allowed Moroccans to see their king driving his own car, riding jet skis, and being a normal person, engaging directly with citizens, being a real human. More than mere public relations, he represents a fundamental shift towards royal governance based on consensus and consent. The man's a gentleman, if we're allowed to use such phrases in today's world. A pragmatic modernist philosophy coupled with a deep respect for Morocco and its Islamic identity. But to me, this king's engagement in international relations represents a masterclass of how medium-sized powers can really come to punch above their weight through skillful statecraft.
A nation often associated with tradition, diplomacy, and cautious politics. A country known more for balancing worlds than for taking bold stances. And yet, in this moment, Morocco's king chose something different. Imagine the weight of that decision. While others watched from the sidelines, Morocco leaned forward. While neighbors turned their backs, Morocco opened its arms. While most offered silence, Morocco offered something real, a gift, a gesture, a lifeline. This was not just politics. It was something bigger, something that carried the hint of a spark. Because unity, real unity, is never born from speeches alone. It begins with action. It begins when one country refuses to let another stand alone. It begins when brotherhood matters more than borders.
अफ्रीका में पीस मीडिएटर के तौर पर भी काम करता है। यहाँ पर एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये है कि मोरक्को वो पहला कंट्री था जिसने 1777 में अमेरिका की आजादी को तस्लीम किया था और इसकी वजह से आज भी अमेरिका मोरक्को का बहुत ख्याल करता है। अमेरिका मोरक्को को वेस्टर्न सहारा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट पर भरपूर सपोर्ट करता है। तो ऑल इन ऑल मोरक्को की बैलेंस डिप्लोमेटिक अप्रोच ने उसे इतना स्टेबल बनने में बहुत हेल्प की है, स्पेशली उस रीजन में जहाँ उसके बाकी पड़ोसी पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी की आग में जल रहे हैं। लेकिन कोई मुल्क भी ऐसा नहीं होता जिसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम्स ना हो, एंड मोरक्को इज नो एक्सेप्शन। जहां मोरक्को के बाकी पड़ोसी सोशियो पॉलिटिकल प्रॉब्लम्स का शिकार हैं, वहीं मोरक्को अपने ट्रेडिशन और मॉडर्नाइजेशन को साथ लेकर तरक्की का सफर तय कर रहा है।
Very, very, very key in a progressive society, because in a chaotic society, no, you don't see peace going, or you don't see development, or you don't see progress. But to be able to identify, you know, him and the efforts that he's putting in to ensure there's that peaceful coexistence in various societies across Africa, it's a big one. It's really a big one. A community of justice and peace between people and nations. Now, the statements are that the monarch has very laudable actions in favor promoting the development of Africa through its economic security, humanitarian, cultural, and spiritual diplomacy. Super amazing. If you didn't know that, now you know. Yeah, the King of Morocco. Talk about King Mohammed VI. Congratulations, sir. And I mean, great effort, and keep doing that. I hope people learn from that, because that is what it's supposed to be. Being in that position, you need to have that legacy, you know, and this is one of those. And for me,
it reinforces the idea that real partnership, real solidarity is shown through actions, tangible support, not just words or shared history.
Okay.
I think the key point is that Morocco's offer, this port access, it's genuinely significant, a real act of solidarity.
Potentially a catalyst.
Yeah, potentially a catalyst for greater economic independence for these Sahel states, and maybe stronger regional cooperation overall.
It definitely challenges the old ways of doing things, doesn't it?
And that's Morocco's great success story.
My name is Jaden Dixon Kaburu. I am in class 5 Nelion. I am a student in Karatina DB. I would like to say thank you to the King of Morocco for bringing the fertilizer, and he may be blessed. I wrote this letter because I saw in the news about fertilizer that the Morocco shall bring for us fertilizer, and I saw that my parents are farmers, and then they decided to leave farming aside, and that's why I wrote about fertilizer, because they did not have enough for farming.
How many African leaders stood by him? How many publicly voiced their support? Not many. A monarch, a symbol of legacy, and now Pan-African solidarity, the King of Morocco. While others chose silence, King Mohammed VI chose a different path. He didn't just send words of support. He sent a message of unity. And more than that, he gave a gift. A rare and powerful gesture that could change the course of the Sahel's alliance.
Burkina Faso's president later admitted he was moved, not just by the offer, but by the spirit behind it. It's not performance. It's real, he said. Morocco didn't show up to score points or polish its image. It showed up because it believed Africa must choose Africa.
نحن فعلا بحاجة ماسة لمساعدة المغرب المعروف بمستواه العالي في هذا المجال. المغرب لا يدخر جهدا في إبداء تضامنه الكامل، وأنقل لكم في هذا الإطار امتنان القيادة العليا ببوركينا فاسو. في شق آخر، بوركينا فاسو متمسكة بتجديد دعمها للوحدة الترابية للمملكة.
It's what King Mohammed VI refers to as Morocco's gateway to Africa and the Americas. It's a launch pad, a conduit for interaction and connection with the wider world. And let's not forget the south, where the expansive Moroccan Sahara unfurls. It is not just an integral part of Morocco's identity, but also a key to its future development. So you see, Morocco isn't just a country defined by its borders, it's a nexus, a crossroads where continents meet. Its strategic location has been its compass, guiding the nation through the currents of history.
Un camión con el mapa de Marruecos. Ahí lo ven, esto lo sacó mi copiloto, que veníamos de viaje. Y luego hay otra imagen con una frase bastante llamativa. Esto, si no me equivoco, era por un lateral. Y después la otra imagen se ve una frase del rey Mohammed VI. Ahí lo estamos viendo. Marruecos permanecerá en el Sáhara permanecerá en Marruecos, Su Majestad el Rey Mohamed. Bueno, pues esto se lo pueden topar, esto lo encontré yo, dirección Andalucía, que intuyo que iría a algún puerto, al de Almería o al de Algeciras.
Hasta a día de hoy ha visto que le ha funcionado, ha torcido la mano de España, ha torcido la mano de Francia, o sea, de Francia, de Reino Unido. Bueno, está claro que la política exterior de Marruecos ha sido siempre muy dura, muy fija, no como por ejemplo la española, que cambia según el gobierno y el color de gobierno que haya, sino que la política marroquí exterior siempre ha seguido un principal objetivo, siempre ha seguido esa pauta y ha sido muy directo, o sea, nunca se ha escondido de realmente cuál es el objetivo que tenía y que tiene a día de hoy. Y gracias a esa, yo por así decir, lo diría como, gracias a esa dureza, ha conseguido finalmente que Estados Unidos, que España diera un volantazo de 40 años en política exterior y que acabara reconociendo la soberanía del Sáhara para Marruecos, ha conseguido también que Francia se posicione al lado de Marruecos, ha conseguido que Reino Unido se posicione al lado de Marruecos. Yo creo que Marruecos tiene un objetivo y lo está cumpliendo, pese a quien le pese, obviamente pesándole a Argelia, pesándole al Frente Polisario.
King Mohammed VI of Morocco. While Europe builds walls, Morocco builds bridges from Casablanca to Lagos. The Morocco-Nigeria gas pipeline? It's not just energy, it's unity. Over 5,000 kilometers across 13 African nations. They said Africa couldn't lead. Morocco said, watch us. This isn't just diplomacy, it's strategy. This isn't just a king, it's a vision. The king of Morocco isn't just ruling a nation. He's rewriting the map of Africa. Africa for Africans. And Morocco is leading the way.
وسيمكن هذا المشروع بطبيعة الحال من نقل الغاز من البلدان المنتجة نحو أوروبا. بل أكثر من ذلك ستستفيد منه كافة دول إفريقيا الغربية. ذلك أنه سيساهم في هيكلة سوق كهربائية إقليمية وسيشكل مصدرا أساسيا للطاقة وسيكون في خدمة التطور الصناعي، فضلا عن كونه سيعزز من التنافسية الاقتصادية وسيرفع من وتيرة التقدم الاجتماعي.
The pipeline infrastructure could one day transport green hydrogen from Morocco to Europe, positioning Africa at the forefront of the clean energy transition.
This is a good initiative. The project has been ongoing and the various countries, including Morocco, and I think it's a good initiative, and in the long run, the country will benefit from this project.
This marks that Nigeria and the other 12 African countries in partnership with Nigeria for this Nigeria-Morocco gas project eyes is Europe. But do you see Nigeria and even Morocco being able to meet the demands of the market? Because
those gas, I'm sure that this Nigeria-Morocco partnership will improve on the unexploited natural gas reserve that we have, and I'm sure that they'll be able to meet up with the demand. The partners will benefit tremendously from this project.
This mega project is set to redraw the continent's energy map and transform millions of lives. A pipeline stretching nearly 6,000 kilometers along the vast Atlantic coast of West Africa. It starts in Nigeria, crosses through 13 countries, and ends in Morocco, where it will connect to European gas networks. That scale is staggering, and it could potentially supply energy to nearly 500 million people. Yes, about 500 million, powering homes, businesses, industries, and economies.
The King's gesture was a reflection of his commitment to African unity. A reminder that when one African nation stands alone, another can reach out. Burkina Faso's Foreign Minister, Karamoko Jean-Marie, was visibly moved by the King's generosity, describing it as a deep reflection of his love for Africa. Morocco's act of solidarity is more than just a diplomatic gesture. It is a transformative shift. For the first time, these landlocked nations now have direct access to global markets.
Morocco sees the big picture, while others hope foreign powers will swoop in to fix things. Morocco has chosen to act as a neighbor, a partner. This is why Morocco's offer wasn't just military cooperation. It wasn't just politics. It was ports, trade, development. It was access. It was dignity. Because security doesn't start with soldiers. It starts with survival.
किंग मोहम्मद 6 जो इस वक्त मोरक्को के बादशाह हैं, इसकी बहुत बड़ी एग्जांपल है कि कैसे आप अपनी हिस्ट्री और कल्चरल आइडेंटिटी के साथ मॉडर्नाइजेशन को ब्लेंड करते हो। किंग मोहम्मद ने जो इकोनॉमिक इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं और देखते हैं कि कैसे इन पॉलिसीज ने मोरक्को को अपने पड़ोसियों की बनिस्बत इतना स्टेबल बना दिया है। अगर हम अल्जीरिया और लीबिया से कंपेयर करें जो कि ऑयल और गैस एक्सपोर्ट्स पर बहुत हैवीली डिपेंडेंट हैं, मोरक्को ने अपनी इकोनॉमी को बड़े जबरदस्त तरीके से डाइवर्सिफाई किया हुआ है और उसकी ऑयल और गैस जैसी इंडस्ट्रीज पर डिपेंडेंस बहुत कम है। मोरक्को ने एक डाइवर्स इकोनॉमी बिल्ड की हुई है जिसमें एग्रीकल्चर, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, टूरिज्म और रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी जैसे सेक्टर्स। इसके मुकाबले में अगर हम मोरक्को के पड़ोसी अल्जीरिया और लीबिया को देखें तो उन्हें अपना फूड बाहर से इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है। इसके बाद उसने सब सहारन अफ्रीका में बहुत हैवीली इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू कर दिया, स्पेशली बैंकिंग, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में।
استرجعنا مكانتنا في افريقيا، احنا نحاول ندخل التنمية إلى افريقيا.
Proof that unity is not just an idea repeated in speeches, but a choice that can be made here and now. Because Morocco's decision wasn't charity. It wasn't a photo op. It wasn't diplomacy for headlines. It was empowerment. It was practical, tangible solidarity. And that makes it revolutionary. Think about what Africa is used to. Aid that comes with strings. But Morocco tore up that script. Its message was simple. Africa's problems can have African solutions. And if one country dares to act, it can shift the balance of an entire continent. A continent that stands not as 54 fractured states, but as a single force with a single vision.
شوف الجزائر، المكانة تاع الجزائر اللي ندعي بها واللي هي حقيقة، قوة ضاربة في افريقيا، حب من حب وكره من كره. فيش رئيس اللي ما يلومش، قال وين راكم؟ ملي غابت الجزائر هذه 10 سنين كلاونا، هكا بهذه العبارة.
Not by shouting, not by grandstanding, but by acting, by doing something real, something concrete, something that actually changes lives. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because in a world full of speeches, what people remember are the actions. In a region full of betrayal, what people trust are the deeds. Because unity will not come from hashtags. It will not come from speeches at summits. It will come from action. From nations lifting each other up instead of tearing each other down. The belief that Africa's future belongs to Africans.
Il suffit juste d'aller à Casablanca, tu auras l'impression que tu es en Europe. Il suffit juste d'aller à Marrakech, tu auras l'impression d'être dans un pays avec une culture et avec le tourisme qui est énormément mis en avant. Tu n'auras pas l'impression d'être en Afrique. Tu vas à Rabat, tu auras l'impression d'être aux États-Unis et tout ça. Donc, en fait, tu peux vivre toutes les sensations, voilà, d'un pays développé en étant au Maroc.
Félicitations à eux. Première greffe rénale ABO incompatible a été réalisée au Maroc, en Afrique du Nord. Bravo. Bravo, you gotta pijama coffee on that one. Okay. Pijama coffee, c'est clap your hand. Hein. Bravo. Frappez les mains, applaudissez pour le Maroc. Au Maroc, on vient de faire un truc très intéressant. Les médecins de la fondation de Mohamed VI, pour la première fois, dans une opération effectuée dans l'hôpital universitaire international de Cheikh Khalifa Casablanca, ont réussi pour la première fois une première greffe rénale entre groupes sanguins incompatibles. On parle ici de groupes sanguins incompatibles. Les transplantes ou les greffes de reins sont des choses qui arrivent. Ça se passe très souvent. Ce n'est pas nouveau du tout. Mais ce qui est nouveau ici, c'est entre deux personnes de groupes sanguins différents.
Their historic semi-final run at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar is an exemplary achievement. Now, this is an exemplary use of strategy within sports to foster national unity and create a platform for international prestige. It's branding, demonstrating the kingdom's growing influence and progressive involvement in global purpose, I want to say, showcasing its recent infrastructure developments, attracting international investment. They're really good at this.
The Atlantic coast is more than just a geographical feature. It's a reminder of the nation's potential and the opportunities that lie ahead. Morocco's journey has been one of transformation and resilience. It's a story of a nation and a king who are determined to leverage their assets for the betterment of their people. The journey is far from over, and with King Mohammed VI at the helm, Morocco is poised to continue its march towards a prosperous future. Morocco, under the leadership of King Mohammed VI, continues to press ahead, harnessing its geographical blessings to serve its citizens and build a prosperous future.
Morocco is now well positioned as a stable, moderate Muslim kingdom, one that stands as a beacon of political and socio-economic stability amongst exceptionally volatile African and Arab regional companions. In doing so, this country has been able to attract foreign investment much more consistently and much more whoppingly, with partnerships that elude their neighbors.
He launched over 1,000 investment projects in more than 30 African countries. Agriculture in Mali, banking in Senegal, construction in Côte d'Ivoire. Morocco's economy became an African economy because Mohammed VI saw the future, an Africa that trades with itself. Decades ago, leaders like Nkrumah and Sankara dreamed of a united Africa. Today, King Mohammed VI is quietly reviving that dream, not with speeches, but with infrastructure, investment, and influence. He's building a network of African alliances based on economic cooperation, clean energy, and shared destiny. Africa for Africans isn't a slogan anymore. It's a movement, and Morocco is leading it. In the 21st century, the real kings are not crowned by Europe. They are defined by vision, leadership, and commitment to their people. King Mohammed VI may rule Morocco, but his legacy may shape all of Africa. This is Atlan's, and this is the new Africa.
And one day, when history looks back, it may say that the turning point came not from a foreign capital, but from a king in Morocco who dared to act when others stayed silent. When foreign powers played their old colonial games, Morocco tore up the script and wrote a new one, an African script. It is about survival, dignity, and the simple truth that unity is not a dream, but a decision. It wasn't performance. It was solidarity. It was one nation daring to say, Africa must choose Africa. Now, the question is, will others follow?
He isn't just the king of Morocco. He's becoming a symbol of a new African order, a quiet strategist, a Pan-African visionary. This is the story of King Mohammed VI and his mission to make Africa for Africans a reality. Since taking the throne in 1999, King Mohammed VI has transformed Morocco into a diplomatic powerhouse. But unlike many who look to Europe or America for approval, this king turned south to Africa. Under his rule, Morocco rejoined the African Union in 2017 after a 33-year absence.
فإفريقيا قارتي وهي أيضا بيتي. لقد عدت أخيرا إلى بيتي وكم أنا سعيد بلقائكم من جديد. لقد اشتقت إليكم جميعا.
Morocco understands something many prefer to ignore. Instability in the Sahel does not stay in the Sahel. It spreads. It crosses borders. It destabilizes neighbors. And in time, it shakes the entire continent.
You have walked the sands of the Sahara. You have sailed with Moroccan. You have stood in the grand cities of kings. This is Morocco. This is the legacy of the Moroccan Empire. The adventure never ends.
Let's not overlook another truth. Morocco has a history with the Sahel, a history of cultural ties, religious links, and decades of quiet cooperation. It's about honoring that bond. It's about saying, when the Sahel suffers, Morocco will not stand aside. Its message is clear. Africa's problems can have African solutions.